Welcome, everyone. Let's get ready for some NBA basketball on 2K Sports. And on tap with the regular season just getting started. What's it like for rookies, Greg, who are beginning these new pro careers?
Let me tell you, Kevin, the speed of the pro game is startling. Things are happening so fast, it can take years for the game to slow down.
And checking out Minnesota's opening lineup. Underneath in the post, Towns and Gobert. Hiding in at the wing, it'll be Edwards and McDaniel. And it's Jerome in at the point guard position. Garland with it. Mobley outside. Outside Garland. Good on the three-point shot.
And he's not going to miss that sort of an opportunity from deep.
It's Edwards on the wing. His second shot goes in, off to a good start, 2 for 2.
A composed and cool effort from Edwards inside, not rushing himself or forcing a bad shot, taking what's available.
And it's Mitchell with the jam.
Whoa, that'll wake you up.
He is such a great athlete.
No question about it. He's very comfortable in the air. Dunks like that, no problem for him.
Here's Towns. Mobley with the block. Here's Mitchell. That's his second shot and his second basket. He's 2 for 2.
And so tricky there with the floater. Mitchell aware of when he should try his luck shooting that shot.
Edwards passes to Jerome. Back to Edwards. And the layup's good off the glass. And it's 6 points for Anthony Edwards.
Yeah, going hard to the rack, making a statement here early on.
Yeah, that's how he rolls. I mean, intimidate the opponent right now.
Count that one.
And this is how you want to start the ball game. 4 for 4 from the field. Seems like they're right on point and can't miss.
Now Edwards. Last game, 26 points. Towns wide open. Sinks the triple.
Only 1 miss in the first 5 attempts. Clearly feeling it.
Outside Garland. On the wing, Mitchell. Mobley sets the pick for Mitchell. Passes it to Mobley. And good that time.
And once he got to the 10, I think he was surprised to find himself that wide open.
Well, this early, they should be showing a lot more energy on defense. It's not there.
And here's Gobert. Coming in off a 12-point game his last outing. Here's Jerome. And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here.
And I like the fact that the defense is looking to protect the rim at all costs.
Definitely saved the layup with that foul, and he'll make him earn them from the line, and that's what you want to see.
Here's Mitchell driving to the basket. And that one, good. 6 points for Donovan Mitchell.
And how about the strength from Mitchell, looking tough and determined on that aggressive take inside.
Jackson Davis, his first, second team foul.
Pass to Jerome. Towns, a screen on Garland. Mobley with the block. And he's able to get it back. 5 on the clock. McDaniels passes to Towns.
Yeah, I love to see that kind of aggressiveness from Cat, forcing the issue on the drive there.
For Minnesota, they have gone 1 for 2 on the night so far from the line. And Towns drops them both.
Well, he's certainly been on target with the free throws. Such an advantage when your bigs can knock them down from the line.
Garland surveying the D to the paint. Towns with the steal. For Minnesota, they have gone 3 of 4 at the free throw line tonight.
And really, the form at the line all season has been terrific. 79% as a team.
And guys, that's really an upgrade over how they shot last season. Not a huge upgrade, but an upgrade nonetheless.
Goodwin's checked in for Minnesota. Pass to Towns. Over Mobley. And Towns, the bucket on the assist by Goodwin. Towns has got 7.
Towns makes the most of his chances inside. He gets the ball in good position, does his work early, and then the battle's over after that.
How about he has yet to miss 4-4 to start?
Yeah, he's setting himself up to be their go-to guy today.
And Edwards with the stuff.
Explosive play in the air by Edwards, and perfectly timed, too, for the alley-oop slam.
Outside Garland. Mitchell outside. Another three for Cleveland.
5 of 5 to start. I think he's in his zone.
I think they've got to consider throwing a few different looks his way early on, especially if he keeps shooting like this.
Here's Edwards. Good for the 5th time in 5 shots. He remains perfect.
No misses for him yet in this quarter. Solid as a rock.
Timeout is called. First of the game for the Cavaliers. So both teams making some changes here. For the Cleveland Cavaliers, they won their last contest, that game against the Magic.
Well, it helps when your opponent makes that many mistakes. I thought that was the story of the game.
Yeah, I think that was a big part of it for sure, as it is anytime you make a bunch of mistakes. All they had to do was follow their game plan, and that's exactly what they did.
Mobley against Towns. There's the pass to Dedmon. Anderson outside. Shot clock at 6. A 3. Evan Mobley with the rebound. And so it's Mobley now who brings it up for the Cleveland Cavaliers. Okoro passes to Rubio. The kick out to Crowder. It's tipped, and that's out of bounds. Cleveland will retain possession.
Great instincts from him to get a hand on that pass and tip it out.
And, you know, even though they didn't come up with the steal, that's still a nice defensive play.
Mobley outside. Buries it from three-point range. Mobley's got his second bucket of the night.
Defensively, they just look out of sync, not closing out on the threes in time.
Well, I think they're getting caught in that in-between zone, no man's land, giving up 3 straight from beyond the arc right now.
Towns, and it's good, 2 points. Towns has got 9.
And they're forcing the ball inside, and it's working like a charm.
Rubio left side. Now here's Okoro. Nothing yet on the scoreboard for him. Count it.
Pick works well there. Not much resistance from the D.
Yeah, that's not the defense you need. You got to be tougher defensively.
There's 37 seconds left in the first quarter of the game. Towns kicks to good. The Timberwolves need to get a shot off here. A 3 from Anderson. And the shot clock expires. 24-second violation. And we got to take a second look to admire that outstanding block.
Close games often come down to who makes the big plays on defense. And that is one heck of a rejection right there.
Cavaliers moving the ball around. Knocks down the 3-ball. Now it's a 7-point Cavalier lead.
Boy, at the offensive end, his game is so impressive. I mean, he's a threat every time up the floor. Here's Goodwin. A 17-point game for him in the win against Washington. First trip to the line for him here. That free throw missing.
Probably a little draft in the arena tonight. He's the last guy you expect to miss the mark by that much.
Absolutely. Mobley outside, out of bounds. Minnesota takes possession. One second left. That one, no good. And so it's Cleveland with their lead standing at 6 points here at the end of the quarter. And for those of you just tuning in, the second quarter of action is where we're at right now. And guys, let's get your take on the scoring breakdown for Cleveland.
Absolutely dialed in from beyond the arc so far in this one. The defense is surrendering the long-range shot here early on.
Cultivating a lot of assists right now, which is beautiful to see. Love the way they're working that ball around.
The defensive pair in the post, Mobley and Allen. Darius Garland is out there with Mitchell. And it's Okoro in at the 3. The small forward.
A dynamic leaper with an impressive wingspan. Mitchell usually has some flashy dunks up his sleeve.
And this is his first trip to the line tonight. And we see stars, Clark, that dominate with skill. Others do it more with athleticism. Which would you prefer to build around if you were coaching?
If I had to only pick one, Kevin, obviously I'd like to have both skill and athleticism. But skill is so critically important in any sport, particularly basketball. Guys that can shoot, handle the ball, pass it, and do the fundamental things well. And I think that trumps athleticism over the long haul.
They should continue to get the ball inside. The defense struggling to contain them.
And when you make 5 in a row in close like that, it also takes pressure off your perimeter guys, too.
Well, it looks like he's cooled down a bit after hitting those 2 in the first quarter.
Stolen by Garland. Here's the 3. Hits it from three-point range. Garland's got his second basket of the night.
Yeah, those are starting to add up, guys. Of their last 5 baskets, 3 have been triples.
Anderson outside, shoots from the elbow. Here's Gobert. And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul. It's going to be on Donovan Mitchell.
An improved free throw shooter compared to his earlier seasons. Nice to see Gobert attack his weakness.
The Cavaliers leading by 4. Here's Mitchell. Good, nice job down low. 16 points for Donovan Mitchell.
Tell you what, he has been feeling it, guys, and the best game plan right now, it's elementary. Just keep feeding him. Let him eat.
McDaniels passes to Jerome. From outside, off the mark. Cleveland's gone 1 of 2 on 3-pointers here in the second quarter so far. And they pick up 2. Garland's got the lead up to 8 now for the Cavs.
Yeah, and there it is again. On a lot of their possessions this first half, they've established great inside position.
Edwards inside, covered by Mitchell, and the shot goes in from Rudy Gobert.
Capable of finding his open guys. Edwards getting better at improving his overall floor awareness. Nice to see.
And you look at Anthony Edwards, and G.A., he is becoming the leader of this Timberwolves team, isn't he?
I think he is. I mean, partly it's his production with his numbers up across the board, but it's also his personality. He plays with tremendous swagger.
No one near Edwards as he lets it fly. And he's good on the 3-ball. Edwards got 17 now.
You know, Edwards is still tweaking his three-point shot, but it sure looked good there.
Whistle blows. Basket is good. So a chance here for a 3-point play.
Well, you can see it. They've been a little more aggressive, a little more physical this quarter, playing with more force, and it's working for them.
And the Timberwolves making a change here. Towns is checked in.
Well, I tell you, this guy just does not quit on the boards. His energy is contagious, especially on the offensive glass.
Edwards with the screen or the 3. Jerome, no good. And it's Mitchell with the ball for the Cleveland Cavaliers. They lead by their biggest margin of the game. Now, get that bucket in no time at all. Okoro's got his second basket of the game.
And with the ball in his hands, Mitchell attracts attention, then breaks down the defense with the pass.
Here's Edwards. There he goes again. That's his 9th straight basket. He's a perfect 9 for 9.
Boy, he's doing everything he can. At this point, the rest of his teammates need to step up and give him some help.
Mitchell's shot is good.
They've given up a lot of three-pointers here today.
And their defensive rotations have been non-existent.
Edwards inside, covered by Mitchell. Count it, and the Cavalier lead has been cut down now to just 11 on the bucket from Edwards.
Yeah, he's owning them on the offensive end, but, you know, he can't do it by himself.
A different look now for Cleveland. Powell, he's checked in for Jared Allen. Jay Crowder comes in for Okoro. And Ricky Rubio subbed in for Donovan Mitchell. And then for Minnesota, Dwayne Dedmon's checked in for Gobert. Alexander Walker comes in for McDaniels. And Goodwin subbed in for Ty Jerome.
Yep, you know, after a scoreless first period, he's really turned it up a notch, building some momentum.
Here's Goodwin. Passes to Alexander Walker. Launches it. Drills it from outside. Alexander Walker's got himself going there. His first points of the game on the deep ball. Powell with a screen on Towns. Back to Garland. Another three for Cleveland.
That's number 2 for him from long range in the quarter. His 3rd overall.
There's 1:54 left in the first half. And Edwards puts up a deep three. Trying to come right back with the three of his own. It's no good. Inside and stolen by Dedmon. Here's Alexander Walker, guarded by Garland. Jacks up a three. Third time is not the charm. 0 for 3 from the floor so far. And the dunk by Powell.
Dwight Powell's combination of athleticism and focus allow him to score despite getting bumped around.
First trip to the free throw line for him tonight. Timberwolves trail by 16. Over to the left wing. Towns for 3. This is his 3rd trip to the free throw line. First one falls for him.
And, you know, we all know how talented Towns is. Now it's time for him to up the ante and do big things in the playoffs.
McDaniels, he's checked in for Edwards. And he nails the 3rd.
Making it look effortless. Send this guy to the stripe. He's going to cash in more than not.
And it's good for 2. He's got 8.
How many times have we seen a possession like that from them today? Ending with a basket, coming off a pretty pass.
Well, when you look at the assist totals, heck, they've been clearly the better team.
And once again off the mark by Minnesota. The Cavaliers leading by 15. And the shot goes down.
Well-rounded effort, and they show no signs of letting up.
Almost no holes in their performance tonight. They've been tremendous.
Pass to Alexander Walker. Towns, a screen on Garland. Bucket is good. Alexander Walker's got 5 points now in the quarter.
Now, how about how he sets his man up there, runs him right into the screen, and then gets the basket.
Outside Garland. We've got 28 seconds left in the second quarter. Down to 5 on the shot clock. From 17 feet out. And he tries off the glass, but it's no good. Timberwolves trail by 15. Over in the corner, McDaniels. Pass to Goodwin. The putback controls the rebound and puts it back up and in.
That is really good work there on the offensive glass.
And another three for Cleveland.
Just look at what a sniper he is from long range. He's got such an unusual skill for a big player.
And so it's Cleveland in command with a 16-point lead as the buzzer sounds. Their strategy has been clear tonight. Work the ball inside, get shots in the paint, and now they are scoring with ease. Don't go anywhere. We'll be right back.
And as we welcome you to the studio, we call your attention to the top performers for each team in the first half.
These guys are leading their way.
Taking some time now to look at our matchup with... Thank you for being with us. Now let's send it to...
And with a big gap on the scoreboard, the second half begins with very different goals for these teams. One side trying to mount a comeback, one side trying to protect their lead. You know, Anthony Edwards has been exceptional here, guys.
No problems fighting his way to the rim in this one. A lot of points in close.
Yeah, you know what, guys? They gave him too many free runs to the hoop in the first half. I think they've got to be a lot tougher on him. Body him up. Be physical with him.
On the court for Minnesota. Sliding in at the wing, it'll be Edwards and McDaniel. Two big men inside, Towns and Gobert. And it's Jerome in at the point. And here's Edwards. He'll bring it up for Minnesota. They trail by 16. Gobert against Allen. Edwards with it. To the left side wing. Towns for three. Allen with the rebound.
And even with good coverage defensively that time, he has confidence to drill the three.
And it's out of bounds. Last touch by Mitchell. Timberwolves trail by 16. Here's Jerome. He's got 5. Towns for 3. And they'll get another chance. McDaniels dishes to Gobert. Edwards looking it over. There's the triple. No good on that one. So the Cavaliers will take it the other way.
That's 1 for their first 4 to start the second half.
And those aren't the type of three-point opportunities that you can allow in the NBA.
You're exactly right. I mean, those come back to bite you every time, just like it's biting them now.
So the Timberwolves call their first timeout. And the Cavaliers making a change here. Okoro's checked in. The Timberwolves also with the sub. Kyle Anderson, he's checked in for McDaniels. Edwards against Mitchell. It's tipped. And Gobert kicks to Anderson. The dish to Towns. Well-timed pass, and he goes straight to the bucket for the layup. 14 points for Karl Anthony Towns. For 3, Mitchell. That drops, and it comes off an assist from Garland.
They found a nice groove in this half, starting out 3 for 4.
And let's head over to the sideline and catch up with David Aldridge.
Thanks, guys. Now we see more and more top prospects bypass college or even leave high school early to make 6 figures playing for G League Ignite. For many years, going pro at such a young age was something we only saw abroad. That reality is now here. Kevin?
I like it too, David. The landscape is shifting, and I think for the better. Thank you for the report. Here's Edwards. 2 points. That one goes. Edwards got 23 points.
Yeah, you know, once Edwards flips that switch, now he stays fully engaged. His offensive arsenal is on full display.
Mobley the pass to Mitchell. And another 3 for Cleveland.
All these threes they're giving up have really been the driving force on this run.
Here's Edwards. And the call on the shot sends him to the line.
And since being the first pick of the 2020 draft, Anthony Edwards has not disappointed.
I'll tell you something, partner. The Timberwolves got that one right. Did they ever? I mean, we knew about his nuclear athleticism, but the leadership, the work ethic, the ability to impact winning also have been evident. This is a multi-time All-Star going forward.
Edwards inside. Mobley's there. Edwards can't hit. Cavaliers have gotten 6 of their 7 shots to go down in this quarter. What a fantastic start to the half. The Timberwolves have gone 3 of 8 so far in the third quarter, looking to lock in that rhythm. In the third quarter with just over 3.5 minutes off the clock. Three-pointer. The Cavaliers pull it in.
Boy, just cannot buy a bucket, guys. I'll tell you what, that's a painful quarter for him, and it's painful for me to watch, too.
It's been this way since halftime. Tremendous production from beyond the arc.
Boy, it's been a three-point barrage. They came out gunning and have not stopped.
From deep. And that one is good from Jerome. Jerome's got 8.
Boy, in sync with his teammate on that possession. Well done by Towns on that pass.
And the Cavaliers call time here. A different look now for Cleveland. Powell, he's checked in for Jared Allen. Crowder comes in for Mitchell. And Ricky Rubio subbed in for Garland. Timberwolves also changing it up. Dwayne Dedmon's checked in for Edwards. And Goodwin subbed in for Ty Jerome.
Solid screens being set by Powell. Nobody wants to run into this guy when he sets his feet and is established.
And in this era of player movement, Greg, we're seeing guys often pick teams on fit or style of play. When they look at that, what are they looking into?
You want to have fun coming to work every day, Kevin. I mean, the money they're making, most guys are going to be set for life. But I think they recognize it's about the journey and who you have the opportunity to take that journey with.
And it's good one in the corner. The three-pointer, no good.
He's been ice cold tonight. And, you know, you look at the scoreboard, guys, they really could have used his contributions.
Towns against Mobley. And the rejection by Towns.
Using all of his height to smother the shot completely. Emphatic block that time by Karl Anthony Towns.
To the inside, Crowder with the steal. Rubio outside. He kicks to Mobley. Fires the three. That's good. It's Rubio with the assist. Rubio's got 3 assists in the game.
Nice job playmaking by Rubio there. The moment he sees the wide open man, the pass is sent his way.
Here's Alexander Walker. He has 5. Mobley with the rebound. Mobley's got his 5th rebound in this one. And the rejection by Towns. And that's out of bounds. Cleveland will retain possession. McDaniels, he's checked in for Karl Anthony Towns. 1:10 left to play in the third. Left side Anderson. There's the three. Nailed from three-point land. Anderson's got his first bucket of the game, and he's on the board for 3. Stolen. Here's Alexander Walker. The 7-footer falls.
The defense just too soft on that possession. You have to be closer and contest at the rim.
Powell kicks to Rubio. Powell sets a screen for Mobley. And 2 free throws coming up, unable to get that one to go with all the contact. He's gone 1 of 1 in the game so far from the line.
And so far this season, it's been average at best at the line. Only 71% as a shooter.
And I think it's clear he's gotten better in that department since last season. I mean, he looks a lot more comfortable at the line now, and he's getting better results.
Here's Alexander Walker. And there are the Timberwolves with another bucket.
Given the size disadvantage, you have to have a lot of confidence to take that shot.
And you know what? He does. I mean, in the NBA, you've got to have ways to score over defenders of all sizes.
8-second difference between the shot clock and the game clock. And it is flushed down with a nice jam.
Ooh, he put a little extra on that one.
He does. He doesn't usually finish soft either. Obviously, he can when necessary, but not that time.
Not when he can throw it down like that. Boom!
And you're not going to pass up that kind of thing.
And he's got his first chance at the line here. And the bucket is good. 3-point play chance here for him.
And he's really made the most of his opportunities today. I mean, he needs to keep working for those kinds of looks.
The Cavaliers shooting their 7th attempt at the foul line in this one. Now Goodwin. He gets it up. And that shot was up in time, but doesn't go in. Donovan Mitchell firing on all cylinders for Cleveland. He nailed it from long range. And how about a look now at our assist of the game? Brought to you by State Farm.
And how about the big fella here showing us he's got some point guard skill here with the tremendous setup.
Hey, that was a high-level pass no matter what position it came from. But it does make it stand out a little more when it's made by the big fella.
And we reach the 4th quarter in a game that may be already out of hand. Jared Allen is out there with Jay Crowder. Then it's Donovan Mitchell. Then it's Darius Garland. That's the 5 for Cleveland right now. Mitchell against Edwards. And Mitchell gets it to go. Mitchell's got 33.
And the coaching staff loves this. Mitchell being assertive on offense and just imposing his will.
Here's Edwards. And again, it's Minnesota converting.
Despite the play of the team, I think he's had an outstanding game. He's really done well here.
And the media is able to vote on awards like All Rookie. But, Greg, those awards can end up determining a player's max salary. Any concern there?
No doubt there is. But somebody has to decide those awards, right? And no matter who it is, there's always going to be some pushback. So as long as contracts are tied to them, that power will be in someone else's hands.
Here's Edwards. Jared Allen grabs the miss.
Just a solid performance on the interior. The rebounding has been off the charts.
Yeah, you look across the board, it's actually sizing up, shaping up to be a great game. I mean, strong performances throughout, and they've really been strong on the glass.
Edwards against Mitchell. And that one drops for him. Edwards got 11 in the second half.
And there's a pattern starting to take shape here. They're working it inside and getting good shots from close range.
Well, I agree with you. 4 of their last 5 baskets have been exactly of that variety.
And now, a moment to present the New Balance Player of the Game, Donovan Mitchell.
And it's been a ridiculous performance in the best sense possible. I mean, everything about his game has been working. And no matter what they've thrown at him, he's had the answer.
He sure has given this crowd a treat tonight. This kind of performance only cements his status as a fan favorite.
And that's where Ross has been most efficient. Raining it off the catch. Love it.
Towns finds Butler. Good, and the assist goes to Towns. Towns has got 3 assists now in this one.
And an eye for an eye. Both teams working to stretch the floor.
Nothing like answering back. One team gets 3, you fire 3 of your own. Boom.
And with the internet and social media, players Clark has so much more ability to engage with the public and be heard. Is that important?
Kevin, anytime you can empower folks to share their voice, their stories, and be authentic in their own way, I think that's a positive. Player empowerment is something that social media avails, not only to players, but I think to everybody. It doesn't just bring attention to the game, but also causes and commitments players have to their respective communities and issues that are going on in the world. So I think it can be far more good than bad when you think about the platform of social media.
How about dueling from long range, just going at each other?
Looks to me like there could be something personal taking place here.
And that one's good by Butler.
And defensively, they are on their heels every time the ball comes inside.
Yeah, I think they've got to ramp up the aggressiveness. If they don't, things are just going to get worse from here.
And how about the last 5 made shots have all been threes? The defense is just giving up a barrage.
Most teams get the message to cover shooters after 1 or 2 wide open looks at the three-point shot, but it seems like they have just not figured it out.
Stevenson against Moore. And that one's good by Stevenson.
That's really a great move if you can pull it off, especially against tight defense.
And here is Butler. Outside, Towns. Shoots from the line, and again it's Minnesota converting.
You know, with his three-point shooting and inside scoring ability, I think that's the key shot for Towns, the in-between mid-range shot, and he's pretty much unguardable when he's knocking that down.
Drills the three-pointer.
And certainly they are not hesitating, letting it fly from deep here in the second half.
Yeah, I have no problem with that. As a matter of fact, I hate to see teams get conservative with the lead. As long as they're good shots, take them, and as long as they're falling, continue to take them.
I love the ball movement there. He put that on a silver platter, just served him up.
And the whistle blows as the basket counts, and a three-point play chance right here. One free throw coming up.
You know, in the first half, they went inside a bunch more. Since the break, though, they've extended this offense out a bit.
Catching up on the changes for Cleveland. Mobley, he's checked in for Lance Stevenson. Mitchell comes in for Ross. And Ricky Rubio subbed in for Carter. Goodwin passes to Towns. Like we know a lot of teams using former NBA officials now working as consultants to teach their players how the refs see the game. Just always looking for that edge.
Yeah, Kevin, I think it's a great idea because philosophically sometimes as the rules evolve, players got to learn how to evolve with them. So not getting the calls you might expect, also how you communicate with officials. I think all of that stuff plays a big role in just furthering that dynamic between the officials and the players. He's found his rhythm from deep, and you can see the confidence.
Yeah, I'd be confident too. As a matter of fact, I mean, if you're stacking up threes the way he is, I mean, he's doing all his work from behind the arc.
No doubt about it. He has done a ton to help his team, but he's going to have to do even more if they want to have a chance to get back in this one.
1:37 left to play in the final quarter. Here's Mitchell. Here he goes. Whoa, and the dunk by Mitchell.
And footwork really so important. Donovan threads the drive there with such grace.
Awesome rewind courtesy of the AT&T 5G Slam Cam. Goodwin finds Edwards. To the middle, Powell with the steal.
Winning in strong fashion. A relentless effort notches a W for the Cavaliers.
We got to see a display of offensive prowess in this one that got it done. High-scoring game.
Bucket after bucket. They were really in attack mode all game long.
And this will be a big win for them. Lucky win number 13 now in the bag.
And so they win their first game against this squad. It's a 2-game season series, and they'll be going for the sweep the next time they face off.
When it is just a 2-game season series, the team winning game 1 has that slight mental edge going into the second meeting, knowing they've already solved their opponent one time and only have to do it one more time.
And we watched one guy all night long, guys, and looking at the stats just confirms what a dominant game he had. What a night tonight it was for Donovan Mitchell.
Just an outpouring of points from him. Nobody could do much to keep him from dropping it in.
And you can appreciate the fight now, but it isn't how they came into the game.
Yeah, you know, I agree with you. They waited too long to finally ramp themselves up.
Connects again from distance. Buries his 10th triple of the game.
Unbelievable.
And it's Goodwin with the ball for Minnesota. It's Edwards on the wing. And Edwards with the stuff.
You know, with his strength and body control, Edwards should be an and-one machine at this level.
And the free throw, no good. On the wing, Mitchell. Cross contact on the shot, and now a three-point play chance as he'll head to the line.
And it's just competing, you know, giving your best when it matters most.
Yeah, you know, once they got victory in their view, a huge injection of energy and a great run to finish it off.
So we see the Cavaliers taking the win here. They won this game going away. They were the better basketball team by far tonight.
And you got to commend this sort of dominance